This is Vigilant Liberty Radio News from Independent Journal Review for December 11th. President Obama gave a heated interview this week in which he was grilled on whether or not he'd changed his mind regarding deportations for some illegal immigrants. Referring to past statements in which the president said it would be unconstitutional for him to unilaterally act on immigration through executive action, Obama was asked why he deported 2 million people if he had the legal authority to halt deportations all along. The exchange became even more tense when Obama was told he had been dubbed, quote, the deporter-in-chief. This nickname was coined by the U.S.'s largest Latino activist group. Obama went on to make it clear his actions were not permanent and did not apply to all illegal immigrants, and urged reporters to make sure that immigrants know what opportunities are available to them. On Tuesday, when Obamacare planner Jonathan Gruber appeared before a House committee, Wyoming Congresswoman Cynthia Lummis gave a statement about her personal experience with Obamacare, nearly breaking down in tears in the process. In 2013, Lummis's husband did not undergo doctor-advised medical tests due to glitches with Obamacare coverage. He suffered a fatal heart attack that October. In her statement, Lummis told Gruber, quote, there have been so many glitches in the passage and implementation of Obamacare that have real-life consequences on people's lives, and the so-called glibness that has been referenced today has direct consequences for real Americans. So get over your damn glibness. Lummis turned off her mic without asking questions. Her experience is not unique. Many people reported having experienced so-called glitches in enrollment of Obamacare. 67-year-old Ron Ingram is recovering after spending nearly 2 weeks adrift at sea off the Hawaii Islands. Ingram left the island of Molokai in his 25-foot sailboat on Thanksgiving Day, heading for the island of Lanai. Shortly after 9 a.m., Ingram issued a mayday call that his vessel was taking on water 46 miles west of the island of Hawaii. The Coast Guard responded and flew almost 5 dozen search missions over the next 4 days, covering 12,000 square miles of ocean. When they found no sign of Ingram, they informed his family the search was called off. 12 days later, another mayday call from Ingram was received, and within an hour the Coast Guard discovered Ingram in his damaged sailboat. Ingram was dehydrated, hungry, and weak, but alive. The Coast Guard says it's extremely rare to find a boater alive after a suspended search. And IJ Review reports Time Magazine's Person of the Year are actually persons, the Ebola fighters. Recognized for their selflessness in battering history's worst outbreak of the disease, the Ebola fighters beat out the Ferguson protesters, Russian President Vladimir Putin, Kurdish leader Masoud Barzani, and Jack Ma, capitalist and founder of Alibaba. This has been Amy Curtis with your Vigilant Liberty Radio News from Independent Journal Review for December 11th.
DLR.
This show is produced by IJReview.com.
This show is copyright by VLR Media. All opinions of panelists and guests are their own and may not reflect the opinion of VLR Media, the host, or anyone else.
Let's be clear. Now let's be clear. Now let's be clear. There are no winners here. Now let's be clear. Now let's be clear. Now let's be clear. There are no winners here.
Two minds are better than one. Time for the right mics with Mike Miller and Michael Hausum.
Question of the